And I'm here with Ken Liu of Google, who's going to walk us through the new Chromebook. This is ARM-based, right, Ken?
That is correct. It's an ARM Samsung Exynos processor. This particular piece of hardware, which is being retailed for $249, you'll be able to get it in retail stores as well as online, has been designed in conjunction with Samsung. We're really proud of this device for a lot of different things. One of the things you'll notice is just the striking form factor. It's really thin.
How thin is it?
It's less than 0.8 inches thin. It weighs just under 2.5 pounds. It has a full-size keypad, relatively large trackpad as well. It has an 11.6-inch screen. It's a matte display, so it's optimized for whether you're in indoors or outdoors and take it anywhere.
Can you show us the back?
Sure. So this is front.
What about the ports? What do you have on the sides here?
So for ports, we've got HDMI built in, USB 2.0, USB 3.0, and these are the power. It does come with a webcam as well. It's a webcam. Ambient light sensor up here. The mic is up here as well.
I saw an SD card slot somewhere.
That's right. Of course, an SD card as well, right here.
And a SIM slot.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that? Because obviously you guys are not announcing any 3G availability at this time.
That's right. But there is a SIM card built in, so for future devices with 3G, that will be available.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little more, like, in-depth specs? I know that's running an Exynos 5 Dual, correct?
That's correct. So a couple other things in terms of the specs itself. It has a 16 gig flash hard drive built in. However, with this Chromebook, you're also getting 100 gigs of Google Drive storage in the cloud for free.
Okay.
For the lifetime of this device. And it has 2 gigs of RAM. We've done a lot of optimization to make sure it runs perform really fast. So even for things like HD video, 1080p video, it's really smooth, 30 frames per second.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the battery life?
Yeah, it's a 30 watt-hour battery, so it should last about 6.5 hours in normal usage. So for the average user in a home use case, it should basically last you the whole day. But you know, in case you do run low, the charging is really fast. With the 30-minute charge, you should be able to basically make it through the rest of the day, another extra 4 hours.
What about performance?
Performance is, you can try it yourself. It's pretty fast.
I believe it does 1080p video playback?
That's right, it does 1080p video playback at 30 frames per second. I can just go to
absolutely.
YouTube.
It's always YouTube, isn't it? It's fantastic.
And maybe we'll try what's a good movie that you want to watch?
You just click on something randomly and see what happens. Okay. It'll be today's little lottery.
Okay. How about a
This
Justin
looks pretty.
Bieber?
Perfect.
Okay.
Want to make it full
Everybody
screen?
loves Justin, right? Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, can you tell us what kind of Wi-Fi it is? So, is it ABGN or just BGN?
It's ABGN. It's 5 gigahertz. So let me just make sure this is playing HD.
Looks pretty good on the camera, but of course it's not HD yet.
Okay, now.
There it is.
This is actually the ad beforehand, so it's not gonna be an HD. But let me
I thought that was Justin Bieber.
No.
You know, it's like couldn't tell really.
We should get that started.
Looks like it's his pre-discovery days.
Awesome. Well, thanks for showing us the video. What else is there? Tell us about the Google Now. You were starting to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So with Google, with the Chromebooks, we've obviously worked really hard to build all of Google into it, right?
Yeah.
All the Google services, Google apps, and including if you happen to be an Android user. It works really well with Chromebook as well. So one of the examples that we were showing before was if you do a search, for example, in Chromebook, like for a direction to a restaurant or to the movie theater or something like that, Android actually knows about it as well. Because we know about it in the server, so we pass that information to Android, and we automatically fetch the directions for that restaurant and put it right on your phone. I can't show it to you on this device just because you're actually logged in.
I'm logged in.
Android device.
Well, I do have a Galaxy Nexus right here, so perhaps we can do something.
If it's logged in,
as me, yeah, and I've got Chrome, so
okay, so in that
let's
case,
try this.
Let's say, what
Do I need a-
do you want sushi or something?
Let's just randomly pick something. Sushi is good in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
What I'm wondering about is, do I need, like, is this a new version of Chrome I need to install or anything on my phone? Or?
No.
It'll just work, right?
It'll just work.
Awesome.
Should just work. So, I mean,
Let's find out.
and did you actually enable Google Now before?
Yeah, Google Now is here.
Great.
So there it is.
So-
8 minutes to go home for me right now. I know it's disgusting.
That's awesome.
And for anybody who didn't believe it, it's actually really beautiful in San Francisco weather-wise right now.
It is. That is amazing weather right now. So, okay, so I
So
just did a search.
I see it. No, that's not it.
That's not it. And then you just do a quick refresh.
And
There it is. 15
oh my
minutes of
god,
footage.
fantastic. Well listen, that is pretty damn awesome. Thanks so much for walking us through all of this, Ken. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Cheers.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for coming.